With his jug-handle ears and what me worry grin, Alfred E. Newman, the mascot of Mad Magazine, is America's perennial smart aleck.
The interesting thing about Alfred, he has no profile. Everything you've ever seen with Alfred, it's either dead on or off the back flat of his head. And he's always making eye contact with you.
He is sort of like the Mona Lisa, I guess.
This was our 400th cover, which is all the covers that we did prior to that.
John Ficarra is the editor-in-chief of Mad Magazine, which, believe it or not, turns 60 this year.
Do you want to do Romney Boo Boo?
Ficarra has been at the magazine for 32 years.
We are the guys that were sitting in the cafeteria making fun of everybody, shooting milk out of our nose and doing all those other things. We just get paid for it now. That's basically it.
Make fun of everything. That's pretty much the credo of Mad. From film spoofs of Jaws, to those Twilight vampire movies, to pot shots at politicians of all stripes. Here's President Richard Nixon and Vice President Spiro Agnew, famously dressed up like the con men from The Sting. Young readers weren't just getting a good laugh, they were learning to read between the punchlines.
The thing about Mad that's always been great, and it's our one thread through the years, is that to question authority. To realize that most people are lying to you, even if they don't mean to.
Mad readers knew that an ad for cigarettes was kind of a joke, a sick one.
Our only agenda is to expose pomposity and dumbness and hidden agendas. So we don't care who we're going after necessarily, as long as they deserve it. This one was when Dean had his meltdown when he was running for president, Dean's scream.
A lot of it you'd call silly smart. The rest of it, well, silly stupid and pretty darn funny. Yes, that's George Washington cross-dressing the Delaware.
Mad was kind of very much, it made very sort of good fun of social mores of the time.
Graydon Carter, the publisher of Vanity Fair, was an early fan.
The one thing that Mad did, it wasn't just funny, but to young readers, it explained things. And it explained things in a very sophisticated way that your parents would never explain them in, that it was even hard to find a teenager willing to take the time to explain them to you.
And for a long time, Mad was the only game in town. But it soon inspired other class clowns to take up the funny business. From Graydon Carter's own Spy magazine to The Onion.
Mad Magazine!
To America's most famous 10-year-old.
Excuse me, is this Mad Magazine?
No, it's Mademoiselle. We're buying our sign on the installment plan.
When I'm watching The Simpsons, I kind of feel like it's Mad animated.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect analogy. Clearly you can see roots from Mad into The Simpsons. In fact, you can sort of find Mad everywhere, but each generation takes Mad and then I think reinterprets it. Here's Billy Joel, and he even blacked out his tooth.
Being parodied in Mad can be a badge of honor.
I think a lot of people feel that way, that it's sort of like a stamp that you've arrived in pop culture.
Others haven't taken it so well. Any celebrities that were spoofed that just were outraged, were really angry?
The only one that we really know was angry was Irving Berlin.
In 1964, legendary songwriter Irving Berlin was so upset with Mad for parodying his lyrics to the classic Blue Skies that he sued for copyright infringement. The courts found in favor of Mad, and the right to parody was upheld.
The satirical magazine is in its 31st year, and we were after an interview with Mad's publisher, William Gaines. Somewhat of an ogre, we had better luck with Mad's editor, Al Feldstein. Both Al and Bill have been with Mad from the beginning.
You know, as long as the world is going along and crazy things are happening and insanity is present, we're going to react.
Surprisingly, Al is one of only 7 salaried staffers at America's most loved Yuck magazine.
He does really great stuff.
Some 30 freelance writers and artists like Don Martin, Tom Koch, Jack Davis, Angelo Torres, and Larry Siegel, the usual gang of idiots, are freelancers. They live and smirk right alongside their 1.25 million readers.
The reader is feeling put upon by something, and Mad says, hey guys, you're being put upon by this. And I say, yeah, that's right. They're doing that. Boy, that's right.
we got an entirely different view of the humor magazine in its back offices. Here, unsung artists and other low-paid weirdos thanklessly toiled in dimly lit sweatshops. We knew something was rotten when writer Dick DiBartolo tried to warn us about work conditions.
I just can't keep up with him. I just don't know what he's talking about half the time.
Senior editor Nick Meglin denied everything, but finally put us through to Big Cheese publisher William Gaines.
You cannot control the writers. There's no way to control the writers. This is a writer-oriented magazine. We never assign topics.
I just have to pick up my paycheck. In case you didn't know, we get paid scale.
It became clear why Gaines had tried to avoid us. The poor man may control the purse strings at MAD, but nothing else. From whence came Alfred E. Newman.
Well, Alfred is about 100 years old. He was first used, and we've researched this quite a bit, he was first used by a painless dentist in Topeka, whose name was Painless Romaine. And they used the picture of Alfred with the tooth missing, and the legend, "It didn't hurt a bit." Subsequently, Alfred popped up with his legend, "What Me Worry," which we did not create.
Elfie appeared on postcards and in the early 50s joined MAD as a cover boy.
His "What Me Worry" is deeply philosophical when you think about it.
Dick D and the other idiots at MAD were all quite mad. But in an insane world, that seems to make sense.
Day after day, they send my friends away to mansions cold and grey, to the far side of town, where the thin men stalk the streets while the sane stay underground. Day after day, they tell me I can go, they tell me I can blow to the far side of town, where it's pointless to be high, 'cause it's such a long way down. So I tell them that I can fly, I will scream, I will break my arm, I will do me harm. Here I stand, foot in hand, talking to my wall. I'm not quite right at all, am I? Don't set me free, I'm as heavy as can be, just my librium and me, and my EST makes 3, 'cause I'd rather stay here with all the madmen than perish when beside men roaming free. look straight on me. Give me some good old lobotomy. 'Cause I found a stake here with all the madmen. That varies when the sad men blow me free. And I'd rather play here with all the madmen. For I'm quite content they're all the same as me. Time, time, time. Go find a shine. 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 Time, time, time. Go find a
I propose to toast to Don Vito Minestrone, the biggest syndicate leader in the country.
Hey, you. I'm with the Syndicate Anti-Defamation League. Don't you know you're not supposed to use the word syndicate in this picture?
Oh, sorry. How about a toast to Don Vito Minestrone, the biggest racketeer and miter in the country?
That's better. What a fantastic makeup job. How do they ever get him to look so old? I can't believe it's really Marlo Brandon. Oh, yeah, that's Marlo Brandon, all right.
Oh, Papa, I'm so happy on my wedding day. Why aren't you happy, too? Why do you look so pained?
Do you think it's easy to see a little girl grow up? You think it's easy to give her away to another man? You think it's easy to talk with 8 pounds of cotton in your cheeks? What's on the agenda today, Haven?
There are people waiting to ask favors of you.
Okay, bring them in one at a time and have them pay their respects to the Oddfather.
This is Mr. Bongiorno.
Donna Minestrone, I kneel and kiss your ring. So far, so good. And I grovel at your feet. Not bad. And I lick your left shoe. Okay, now show some respect. Dear and illustrious Oddfather, manipulator of the world, the government's most exalted of the personages, hallowed be thy name. Beautiful. Now what can I do for you on this holy occasion? I want you to rub out the 2 lousy thinks. Okay. Oh, Donna Minestrone, how can I ever thank you? Swear to me on your mother's grave that when I ask you for a favor, you will grant it. Mother's grave? My mother, she isn't dead yet. Just remember that when I ask for a favor. Now crawl out of here, others are waiting. Number 2, who got number 2?
This is Angie Maggio.
Santa Lucia! Santa Lucia! It's a miracle, a miracle.
What's a miracle?
I just met the only Italian in the world who can sing. What can I do for you?
There's a great part in a new movie that I want, but the producer won't give it to me.
Haven, tell the producer to give Mr. Maggio the part or I break his back.
Oh, thank you, Oddfather. Santa Lucia! Santa Lucia!
Haven, tell Mr. Maggio to stop singing or I break his mouth. I'm worried about blood, so I think there's going to be bloodshed between his family and ours.
Hey, look at the big car barreling down the street. Maybe it's them.
Don't worry, that's not them. Don't worry, that's not them. Now you can worry.
Is he dead? Did those two hoods in the big black car gun him down? Well, not exactly. When they got within 50 feet of him, a mugger who was stealing a woman's purse ran into the path of a hijacked truck going the wrong way at a one-way street, which swerved into a drug push, a stolen motorcycle, and they all fell on top of him. In other words, he died of natural causes. Natural causes? In New York, that's a natural cause. Hey, wait a minute. He's not dead after all. He's trying to speak. What's he saying? It's hard to tell. He's hurt so bad he's mumbling, so I can't understand him. I got news for you. He talks like that when he's not hurt, too. How's my father, Doc?
Well, he's retching, and he's gasping for breath, and he's moaning a lot.
He's fighting for his life?
No, he's fighting for an Oscar.
It's me, Micron.
How you been, son?
Fine, Pop. I'm engaged to a swell girl. I'm tops of my class at law school, and in my spare time, I work for United Charities.
I'm sorry I asked.
Oh, Pop, don't start him again. I mean, just because I believe in law and order.
Get out of here with your dirty mouth!
But, Pop...
Get the stranger out! Bring me his son!
Papa, sometimes you get me so angry, I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself. Because you know what I feel like doing right now? I feel like killing you. I feel like killing my own father.
Hey, my boy's gonna be all right.
Micron, with Pop in a hospital and his gang war going on, we need you. It's time you join a family business.
But, Cindy, I have great aspirations. I'm going to be a governor or a senator.
Listen, kid, if you want to be a big-time criminal like a governor or a senator, you got to start at the bottom and work yourself up. We want you to meet Plazzo in Charlie's restaurant.
The way I see it, Micron, is if your family wants to stay healthy, you better come in on a narcotics deal, huh? Hey, what's the matter? You looking nervous.
Me? Oh, no, I'm not Plazzo. Mr. Nervous. I mean,
Well, what's with you? Now where you going, huh?
Oh, I'll be right back. I just got to go to the gun room. The men's room. I almost blew it. Oh, boy, am I scared. Now, where did they stash the gun? Maybe left me a message. Hey, here's something written on the wall. Here I sit, broken-hearted. No, that's not it. Got it. Okay, now all I gotta do is remember what they taught me. Walk out calmly, go up to Plazzo, shoot him twice in the head, drop the gun, and leave. That's simple enough. Be calm, be cool, and above all, don't panic! What happened? Some maniac came out of the men's room firing a gun. Looks like he shot everybody in the place. Everybody but Plazzo. How did he get it? From complications brought on by eating too much scungili, veal parmigiani, and lasagna. In other words, he died of natural causes. Natural causes. In an Italian restaurant, that's natural causes.
It's great to have you home again, Papa. And I got good news. Micron took care of Plazzo.
My little boy's first killing. I'm so proud of him. Remind me to have his gun bronze. Where's he now? In Sicily, waiting for the heat to die down?
No, in the bathroom, waiting for his stomach to die down.
Hey, you dumb tomato, how can you serve me this slop? I told you I wanted chicken tetrazzini, pepperoni, ravioli, vermicelli, manicotti.
I know! But for breakfast?
What's that, Kenny? Carly beat you up again? That dirty fink, I'll kill him! Hold him till I get there. What? I don't know how. Hit him over the head with a lamp or push him down the stairs. Just don't do anything rash.
Why are we following Cindy?
Don Minestrone suspects Carly is working for Linguini and may be setting Cindy up. So we gotta protect him and, uh-oh, too late.
Poor Cindy. Papa knew it would happen to him one of these days. Papa warned him so many times.
You mean that Don was right? Those were Linguini's men in disguise?
No, they were real toll collectors. Papa must have told him 1,000 times, never go up to a toll booth with a $20 bill.
I call this meeting of all the families because my heart is broken. My son Cindy's dead, and my boy Micron has been in exile in a bathroom for 6 months. Now, between us, we control the nation's gambling, prostitution, narcotics. Without us, this whole country would come to a standstill. I say it's time to get this country moving again. This war must end. We must stop destroying each other and start destroying us plain ordinary citizens again, like normal American businessmen. Agreed?
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
I got to do that, too. You only have to kiss him. You don't have to marry him.
At last, there's no more war between the families, and now I can live to a ripe old age in peace.
You chased me, Grandpa?
Of course I chase you, Angie, my little grandson. And then we will play some syndicate kiddie games like hide and think and cops and good guys.
The odd father is dead. He suffered a heart attack chasing little Angie. He was a kind man, a gentle soul, a good-hearted person and a decent human being.
Did he say any last words before he died?
Yeah, he wants someone to lean on the kid.
Boys, with Don Minestrone dead, I'm taking over as head of all the families.
Not so fast, Linguini.
It's Micron Minestrone is back from the bathroom. He's beginning to act like the odd father.
Now let's get things straight. I'm in charge here.
He's beginning to look like the odd father.
And from now on, what I say goes. Do I make myself clear?
He's even beginning to sound like the odd father.
And I got plans, big plans. We're gonna make millions.
He is the odd father.
Now here's what we're gonna do. We're going legit. We're going into show business. We're gonna make a movie about us. Can't you just see it now? Theater owners everywhere will show it, or else.
Yeah.
Critics everywhere will love it, or else.
Yeah.
And people everywhere will be standing in line waiting to see it, or else.
Yeah.
And it will win an Academy Award, or else.
Yeah.
Now, we'll start the movie off at my sister Connie's wedding, and then what'll happen?
Mad Magazine presents Gall and the Family Fair.
Hi there, and welcome to the Middle American home of TV's first and foremost foul-mouthed father image, Starchy Bunker Hill, and me, his incredibly stupid wife, Dingaling. Each week, we bring you another episode in our lives filled with hilarious controversy and uproarious vulgarity. Oh, our special guest shock word for this week is faggot. And now, before Starchy gets home and starts his usual tirades against everyone, regardless of race, creed, or national origin, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born of Spanish parents, and I...
Hey, you dumb spick! Didn't you hear me ringing the doorbell?
And here he is, folks, America's beloved bigot.
What a day. I punched a dago, I belted a coon, and kicked a mick.
See, Starch? It all evens up. Yesterday you complained you had a bad day.
I'll get the phone. Hey, listen to me, you tidy rotten heeb. I had it with you pushy Jews. You seen one kike, you seen them all.
Starchy? Who's that on the phone?
My father. Boy, I hate all kinds of Jews. Orthodox, Reformed.
But Starchy, your father is Protestant.
They're the worst kind.
Isn't he simply adorable, folks? See why America loves him so much?
Well, well. Here come the two dummies who live with us.
Hi there, folks. I'm Starchy's moronic daughter, Glorioski.
And I'm her nebbish husband, Meek. We've got a special function on the show. While conservatives in the audience identify with him, the liberals can identify with us.
Now you know why liberalism is dying. Oh, what's new, you stupid Polak?
Starchy, must you say that?
Why not? I always say it. And then you call me a reactionary pig. And then I yell at you and you yell at me. Look, I work hard all day. Ain't I entitled to a little pleasure? I'm expecting a visit from an old World War II buddy of mine. Well, he's the dearest friend I ever had. Let me know when my buddy gets here. What? Jig? Sheeny? Queer? Commie? Belly button?
What's he doing in there, Mother? Just rehearsing his lines for next week's show.
I don't care what Starchy says, Glorioski. It's just too much for a television audience to believe that anybody could be such a vulgar reactionary bigot.
There's one thing that's even harder to believe.
What's that?
That two normal young people like us could be stupid enough to live with such a vulgar reactionary bigot.
Hey, Polak! I heard what you said. You better watch who you're calling names. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I just don't trust Jews. I like to put blacks in their place, and I don't feel comfortable with homos.
Starchy, as a liberal, I'm really worried.
You don't have to worry about me.
Who's worrying about you? I'm worried about me. Deep down, I agree with you.
Of course you do. Most Americans agree with me. They ain't laughing at me. They're laughing with me. That's why the show is such a hit. I'm so popular I may run for president. Or better still, vice president.
There's the doorbell, Starchy. I'll get it. Starchy, it's your old war buddy.
My buddy. My old World War II buddy. Oh, it's gonna be great seeing him again. The only man who ever really understood me.
Oh my God, it's Adolf Hitler.
Dolph, baby, where the hell have you been all these years?
I've been alive and well and living in Argentina. You know, just like the old joke.
Speaking of old jokes, I'd like you to meet my wife, Tingling.
Starchy, that man is your old buddy? Do you know who he is? Do you know what he's done? Do you know what kind of a reputation he has? How could you ever have been associated with him?
Oh, he ain't a bad guy for a pinko.
There's the doorbell again. I'll get it. Starchy, these two men want to see your buddy.
Oh, the jig is up. Oh, after all these years, I knew they would finally get me. Well, my old friend, I guess this is it. Gentlemen, under the Articles of War, I am only required to give my name, Adolf Hitler, my rank, professional mischief maker, and my serial number, which is 1. I am now ready to face the War Crimes Commission.
Well, we're not the War Crimes Commission, Dolph, baby. We're from the TV network, and we're here to offer you your own weekly TV series.
If a show with this hero is a hit, yours will be a smash.
First, we'll get you an adorable TV family.
Yeah, like a dumb wife, 2 moronic children, and a pet wolf.
Well, what do you think, Dolph, baby?
Today, television. Tomorrow, the world.
I've got a great title. Love Gestapo style.
No, wait, I've got a better one. Hunsmoke?
Fuhrer knows best.
How about Dolph and the Family?
The preceding program was recorded before a live laugh track machine. It threw up.